Hey, y'all, here for your daily Bible readings. Oh, it's stuck, my tripod. I got it turned around now. Uh, y'all know these drinks that I've been loving? This one is strawberry watermelon. They're all sugar free. And I bought 3 or 4 cases of these, or 6 in a case or a carton, about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. And they were like $1 each. There were 6 in a carton, and the carton was $5.99. Well, I went to buy more because this is the last one. They're now $17.89 for 6 of them. So they went from $1 each to $3 each in 4 or 5 weeks. I didn't buy any. I'll enjoy the heck out of this last one. That kind of upset me because they get me hooked on them and then they triple the price. That's no bueno. I'll keep buying these grapefruit and lemon lime and lemon and lime canned drinks for, I think it's $5.99 for 12. There's 12 in a carton. I think it's $5.99. But I sure did like these. But I'm not going to pay $3 a bottle for them. And y'all, thank y'all for your kind words and prayers. I have been at the hospital pretty much all day today again. It wasn't planned. I was supposed to go back today, to take the list of meds back to my doctor. She printed out a list of my meds and wanted me to come home and verify it, that that's the ones that I'm taking and the same dosage of each. And so I did that, and I took that list back to her today. And I got a message that for tomorrow, I already had scheduled my uh, iron transfusion. And then I found out that also tomorrow is going to be my lower back surgery. So yeehaw, it's going to be a fun day tomorrow. And today, after I took that list of meds back to my doctor, I came home, and then I was headed to the bathroom. I had to go poop, and I fainted. And I'm here all alone. And luckily, I came to on my own. I don't know how long I laid on the floor, but I came to on my own. But I had messed in my pants while I was laying there unconscious. That was not fun. Well, I got that all cleaned up, and my back was hurting so bad I couldn't stand it. I got all cleaned up and got the clothes clean and took a shower. And then I went and sat in the recliner in the bedroom. And I sat crossways in it. The chair sits that way, and I was sitting that way with my feet hanging over one side and my shoulders resting on the other side. And that put my back in a position that felt pretty good. And so I sit there for a long time. And while I was sitting there, I called the doctor, which I had just seen a couple hours before, and told her I had fainted and messed in my pants after I fainted, and that my pain was plumb out the roof. And I couldn't stand it, y'all. It was so bad. She told me to come back and she'd give me another shot in my butt like I got yesterday. So I went back and got a shot in the butt. And I don't know what that is that she shoots in me, but it works. It just doesn't last long. It's already wore off now, but it did great for about an hour, but it's all gone now. She told me she could do them once a week, but she did one yesterday and another one today, so maybe she can do it every day. I don't know how much of that my insurance pays. I reckon I'll be finding out, but it sure feels good for about an hour. But that's an update. My back surgery is tomorrow, and before that I get a iron transfusion. The iron transfusion has been scheduled for a couple of weeks, and the back surgery had not been scheduled, and they called me that it had been scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. So 2:45 tomorrow afternoon I get it done. And y'all that was asking about it, why my doctor doesn't use anesthesia, the only pain management group, this is a small place here. This town is small, and there's not a lot of doctors. And there's no specialists like pain management doctors here. They have to come from somewhere else, from some bigger city. And the only pain management doctor that will come here is from a holistic group. They don't believe in anesthesia. So that's why I get my back surgeries done without anesthesia. And it hurts. Goodness gracious, y'all, it hurts. But every time I've had it done uh, 4 times, I think, and every time I drove myself there, had the surgery done without anesthesia, and then drove myself home. But I just got a 5-minute drive home. After the first time, it was so painful, I said, no more. They said, you need it. It'll help you. Well, it hadn't helped yet, but I keep going back for more. They said that they could give me I forgot what they called it, some kind of a pill that would relax me and not knock me out, but relax me. And I told them, but that I had to have a driver. And one time I did get a driver, but it's hard to get a driver. And so I only had a driver that one time. All the rest of the times I drove myself home, drove myself there and drove myself home without whatever that relaxer pill is they give you. So tomorrow I get it done again. They're going to replace 2 discs on the left side and 2 discs on the right side. No anesthesia. And it's not fun. But I've done it before. I'll do it again. Let me read you the last chapter in Second Chronicles. And I didn't read many comments, but while I was sitting at the doctor the second time, I read some, and one of y'all suggested Acts, and I'm 94% sure we already did Acts, but I'll go check my playlist and see. Acts is a good one, but I'm pretty sure we've done it already. And if I have, whoever's suggesting it can just go there and listen to it. I think it's already done. But anyway, I'll check it if I don't forget. Y'all can check it. Playlist is public. Look at playlist for daily Bible readings, and it should be in there, I think. But let me read you the last chapter of Second Chronicles. And if y'all have any recommendations that's not in the playlist for daily Bible readings, that would be wonderful. But if Acts is not in there, we'll do it, because it's a good book, and it's a good book. But I think it's already in there. It seems like to me that was one of the first ones we did. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Acts. Or something like that. I don't remember. Now my drainage decided to start. Second Chronicles chapter 36. Then the people of the land took Jehoahaz, the son of Josiah, and made him king in his father's stead in Jerusalem. Jehoahaz was 23 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months in Jerusalem. And the king of Egypt put him down at Jerusalem and condemned the land in 100 talents of silver and a talent of gold. And the king of Egypt made Eliakim his brother king of Judah and Jerusalem, and turned his name to Jehoiakim. And Necho took Jehoahaz his brother and carried him to Egypt. Jehoiakim was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord his God. Against him came up Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and bound him in fetters to carry him to Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar also carried of the vessels of the house of the Lord to Babylon, and put them in his temple at Babylon. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoiakim and his abominations which he did, and that which was found in him, behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah. And Jehoiachin his son reigned in his stead. Jehoiachin was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem, and he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord. And when the year was expired, King Nebuchadnezzar sent and brought him to Babylon with the goodly vessels of the house of the Lord, and made Zedekiah his brother king over Judah and Jerusalem. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord his God, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet, speaking from the mouth of the Lord. And he also rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, who had made him swear by God. But he stiffened his neck and hardened his heart from turning unto the Lord God of Israel. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Lord God of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of God and despised his word and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy. Therefore he brought up on them the king of the Chaldees, who slew their young men with the sword in the house of their sanctuary, and had no compassion upon young man or maiden, old man, or him that stooped for age. He gave them all into his hand. And all the vessels of the house of God, great and small, and the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king and of his princes, all these he brought to Babylon. And they burnt the house of God, and brake down the wall of Jerusalem, and burned all the palaces thereof with fire, and destroyed all the goodly vessels thereof. And them that had escaped from the sword carried he away to Babylon, where they were servants to him and his sons until the reign of the king of Persia, to fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had enjoyed her Sabbaths. For as long as they lay desolate, she kept Sabbath, to fulfill 70 years. Now the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord spoken by the mouth of Jeremiah might be accomplished, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, Thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, all the kingdoms of the earth hath the Lord God of heaven given me, and he hath charged me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? The Lord his God be with him, and let him go up. So that's that for the chapter 36 of 2nd Chronicles, the last chapter in the Chronicles. It was some good stuff, y'all. I told you when we started, or before we started, it's going to be some good stuff. And I think I did a good short or two today, too. I don't know. I don't remember. My brain, my whole body is so messed up. I don't remember diddly. I think I'm going to go to bed early. I uh, I need to water the vegetable gardens, but I don't feel like I got too much pain to go out there and water them. But I really need to water them. But we've got a 72% chance of thunderstorms tonight. So I'm just going to hope and pray that 72% becomes 100%. Let God do the watering. God's water is a lot better on them than this city water. I guarantee. He just doesn't water stuff up here very often. Oh, we get as much water here in a year as we got on the Texas Gulf Coast in a week. It hardly ever rains here, but a 73% chance, that's a pretty good percent. So I'm going to hope and pray it comes. And y'all, pray, 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 pray for Israel. We know from prophecy that they're going to be all right. But they're going to be attacked from all sides. And the enemy's already talking about it. All the enemies are already talking about it. It's like Daniel's prophecy, and Revelation's prophecy is all about to wind up. So much prophecy's already been fulfilled exactly as it's written, and what little bit that's left, it's about to happen too. And it'll be spread out over 7 years. Well, there's more because there's a millennial reign and everything after that, but it's going to get wild. Pray for Israel. Always pray for Israel. We are commanded to. He who prays for Israel will be blessed, and he who turns against Israel will be cursed. That's somewhere in Genesis. I think Genesis chapter 16, but I can't remember for sure. It's not 16. I don't remember where it's at. Oh, it's 12. Genesis 12, verse 3. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. It's talking about Israel. So God will bless everyone that blesses Israel and curse everyone that curses Israel. So there you go. Chapter 12, verse 3 of Genesis. That's that, y'all. God bless you, friends.